friends, my name is Megan. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe, and welcome to today's video, which is my February TBR. February is an exciting time. It's the month of love. Gotta bring out the pink for February. Do I actually care about Valentine's Day? No, but as a romance reader, it gives me a great amount of serotonin to read romance books in the month of February. Any excuse is great to read romance. However, I will say that I am very overwhelmed with the amount of options I have of books to read, and so we're bringing back this little puppy here. If you have not been here before, this is my TBR jar. There are a bunch of prompts. This month I think I'm going to pick out 5 because I am still a busy bee, and we're gonna find books that fit these prompts so that I don't spend 28 hours frickin' perusing my shelves to find books to read. So without further ado, let's hop on in. To be honest, I haven't used this in a while and I don't even remember the prompts in here, but we're gonna roll with it. The first prompt is TikTok inspired, so that is a book I have purchased that was inspired by TikTok, and honestly, I have a few ideas. Be right back. Okay, I am back. The angle might have changed. I do apologize. I have a stack of 3 books. Obviously, I'm not going to pick 3 books, but what came to mind was Sunny Disposition by Deanna Gray. Most recently, A Long Time Coming by Megan Quinn. Do I have the other 2 books in the series? No. Do I care? No. This trope slaps. And the third option is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score, which I was considering because the second book comes out at the end of February. So should make a dent in that, but I think my heart really wants to go with Sunny Disposition. This is a dual perspective hockey romance that I've seen spoken about on TikTok, and I think it's making the rounds here on BookTube as well. It is also like a roommate's romance, which I eat that crap up like it's birthday cake. So we're gonna go with this one. I think it's a solid choice. It's not too long. I wanted to fit it in January, but I had this middle grade kick where I almost exclusively read middle grade, so it's time for a short, sweet, dual perspective romance. Let's go for pick number 2, which is a sequel. A sequel. Oh boy, this one might be a little more tricky, but we'll find a way to make it work. I may be bending the rules a little bit, but it's my game, so who cares? I'm going to go out and kind of read further than a sequel with Pages & Co. The Treehouse Library by Ada James. This is the 5th book in the series, and if I read this, I will be caught up to date, and I think there's only one more release in this entire series, so love that for me. If you have not heard me speak of this series, Pages & Co. is a middle grade series that follows Tilly, and Tilly is essentially a book wanderer, which means that she can go into books and book characters can kind of come out and interact with her, and with this kind of power comes a lot of responsibility, obviously. In the first book, Tilly is actually on a quest to find what has happened to her mother, who is missing, as she learns that she is a book wanderer, and things kind of take a turn from there. I do not want to say any more because I think it would be spoilery, but in this kind of second series, because the first 3 books follow Tilly and her best friend, and along the way they meet Milo? Yes, they meet Milo, and the second kind of installment, so the second set of 3 books, kind of follows more Milo and Tilly, and Oscar, who is Tilly's best friend, is kind of more on the back burner. So we follow their adventures, and they are all like related to classical children like books. Like the last one was Wizard of Oz, and this one is The Secret Garden related. They are very fun, and I do have the audiobook as well, so it shouldn't take me a significant amount of time to read this, which, love that. Let's go for a third pick. They're all jumping out at me. I want this one. A BookTube classic, so something that I've seen make the rounds over and over on the BookTube channels I watch. This again is not sparking anything right now, so I'm gonna have to pause and think of it. again, with a little bit of stretching of the prompts, and again, the prompts are really more to kind of help me navigate my bookshelves. I'm gonna go with kind of a booktube classic author, which is Holly Jackson, but I'm gonna go with her newest release, which is Fire Survive by Holly Jackson. I have the really cool Waterstones exclusive of this, which I'm so happy I got. This is all set, I don't know if it's during a day, but it's during a road trip, and it's really cool because it's kind of a closed circle, like isolated mystery that is set in a van. And I have heard it make the rounds. People either love it or are very disappointed by it. I don't know where I'm going to stand in regards to this, but this I think is a standalone, which is different for Holly Jackson, and I'm really in the mood for kind of like a mystery book, and I think this is going to fit the bill, and I just cannot wait any longer. I'm scared I'm going to get spoiled. So we're putting this on the TBR. So far we've got a romance, a middle grade, and a YA mystery. Ideally, I would like more romance on here, so let's go for number 4. Let's move on to prompt number 4. This is very nerve-wracking because I don't know what is in here. What is this? Book bingo. I haven't made a book bingo for 2023, so we're gonna toss that prompt aside and go for another one. What is this? Again, another prompt. Oh wow. Another prompt I cannot fulfill because I'm not taking part in any book clubs. And Goodreads. You know what? I know what we're gonna do with this prompt. I don't use Goodreads anymore, so if you want to follow me on Storygraph, you are more than welcome to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Storygraph on my to be read pile and pick like the first book on there that I can read. So let me screen record. Okay. I'm always kind of confused as to how this works because I haven't been using it for a while, but oh god. I am not in the mood for these. Ah, but I'm in the mood for this. So, you know, 4th one on, we're gonna pretend it counts. I'm gonna read In a Jam. This is In a Jam. This is what I'm going to be reading. As I said, it was the 4th one on my to be read pile. This was actually a gift from Jason, which was a holiday gift, which thank you so much. As always, my Amazon wishlist is listed down below, but you never need to send me anything. I am, however, very grateful for this because I think this is going to be a 5-star read without a doubt. This is, I don't know if it's dual perspective. That would make it, it is. So this is following Shay and Noah. Shay actually inherited a tulip farm under 2 conditions. This is always where it gets good. The first is that she needs to move back to this small town called Friendship in Rhode Island. And the second is that she needs to be married within a year. And that would have not been a problem if her fiance had not called off the wedding and now she is a single Pringle. And the other perspective we're following is Noah, and Noah is a single dad, and I will eat that trope up till the day I die. The single dad trope just gets me. And basically, he was in love with Shay when they were teenagers. However, he was very kind of shy and had no self-confidence. He never told her they were in love. But, you know, he moved on. He now owns his own family business, and he has forgotten about her until she returns back to their small town, and she decides to stir shit up, I guess. Something's gonna happen. They're gonna fall in love. It's a freaking tulip farm. There's gonna be a child, a single dad. She needs to get married. This is a chunky book. It is like over 400 pages, 450 pages-ish long. But I'm in the mood for this 110%. I feel like it fits the vibe, like raspberries, strawberries, it's a whole vibe. We're going with it. Let's pick one last book. Let's go for one last pick, which is 500 plus pages. Okay, let me figure this out. It was actually easier than I expected. I'm gonna go with Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. This is 552 pages, and as I said, its companion novel is coming out at the end of February, and I have pre-ordered it already. I have read from Lucy Score before. I've enjoyed it, but apparently this is like her best book yet. So, had very high hopes. I was able to pre-order the other book for very cheap. So this is honestly not 100% sure of the sequel, but I know it's set in a small town with a grumpy man, and I think this main character kind of inherits a child, like her sister is on the run and she's left with her niece to take care of. Something like that. I think it is also dual perspective, which, yes it is, makes my heart very happy. So those are the 5 books I'm going to try and tackle. Now, I did want to mention 2 other books which I would like to read. The first one being Fireborn by Aisling Fowler. This is the first in a middle grade series. I have actually pre-ordered the paperback special edition from Waterstones, and I need to justify that purchase by actually reading the first one, and I've actually also pre-ordered the special hardback edition at Waterstones for the second book, which comes out in April. I think I'm absolutely going to love this. This is stunning, and as I said, I am heavily on a middle grade kick, so I want to read this while I still am. Do I really know how to explain the synopsis? Absolutely not, but look at it. It's stunning. So I'm going to try and read this, and the other book is actually X's and O's by Amy Leah, which is the author of Set It Up. It's like a companion novels. That one is actually coming in the Afterlight box, and it feels very Valentine's Day-y. I saw artwork for this, which, like, life goals. I think she's either a nurse or something like that who also has a Bookstagram account, and the end pages on the Illumicrate Afterlight one have pictures of her, like, reading a book with a guy laying down beside her, and if that isn't life goals, I don't know what is. So I would like to get to that one as well, which would be 7 books. It is a lot, but we're gonna try our best. So here's the TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys are reading in February, and hopefully I will see you very soon with another video. Bye guys, happy reading.